Hey guys, Josh here and welcome back to Rune Factory 5, and this video is going to be a quick walkthrough of the Seed Floating Fortress, which is one of the later dungeons of this game, and it's pretty much the only dungeon that has some puzzle elements, so you have to think a little bit. I got stuck in this dungeon in both of my playthroughs, so I wanted to make this video for other people like me that get stuck in this dungeon because it can be confusing. So the first floor and the third floor are actually pretty straightforward. One thing to keep in mind is that in most rooms, when you beat all of the monsters, there's gonna be a switch, a chest, or both that are going to appear. So just make sure you double check a room before you leave. It can be easy to miss a switch or miss a chest. And one other thing I would recommend for this dungeon is to have a mount, because there's a lot of walking back and forth. So I like to have the nine-tailed fox. It's very quick and it makes this dungeon a lot easier and a lot more fun. So for this video, I would like to really focus on the second floor and I'll guide you step by step. So if you just follow this video while doing the dungeon, I guarantee you're not gonna get stuck and it's gonna be super easy. So I'm on the second floor now, and before we start, let's just have a quick look at the map. So this map is divided into 5 big circles. So there's this one is the center circle, and then you have the top left, top right, bottom left, and bottom right. So these are the words I will be using in this video. So if I say top left, you need to go there. If I say bottom right, you need to go there. If I say center, just go back to the center. So now we're all on the same page, and the first place we'll go is in the top right. And you'll see here there are 3 rooms. So this first one has a purple door, and we'll come back here at the very end. So let's not forget about this one, but obviously we can't come here right now. And we're not gonna go in the second room right away. We're gonna start with this third one, which has a pink door, and as you can see, the door is already open, so we can just go in. And as for most of the rooms, we just need to beat up all of the monsters, and then there's gonna be a switch appearing. So in this case, it's the yellow switch. And then we're gonna go in the middle room and do the same thing. So just beat all of the monsters, and then there's gonna be a switch. It is the pink switch. As you can see, it just opened the door. However, this is where things are starting to get confusing with this dungeon. You can see that now the first room we went into, which also had a pink door, is now closed. So in this dungeon, there are many rooms that have doors of the same color, and when you activate the switches, some doors will open and others will close. And if you don't pay attention, this is how things can get confusing very quickly. And also, a lot of the doors use extremely similar colors, and it can be hard to distinguish, for example, red and pink. There's also a light blue and a darker blue. But anyway, the next thing we need to do is go back to the center and go to the yellow door that was just opened. And you should go there right now. There's going to be a chest in this room because we're going to close the yellow doors a little bit later. So just make sure you don't forget to check that room. The chest in this room is going to give you some small crystal. Next, we'll go in the bottom right. So once you're in the circle, you'll have to beat up all of the wolves, and then you'll get access to that room right there. And there you'll have the red switch, so just activate the red switch. And then go to the top left, and this is where I was saying it's getting confusing sometimes with the colors. So this is the light blue, and this is the darker blue. But the first room we'll go into is the one that has the yellow door. So once again, just beat all of the monsters here. So that's the dark blue. You just activate this one, and then you should be able to access the middle room. So once again, you just beat all of the monsters here, and then you activate the light blue switch. So you'll notice we can't get into that third room quite yet, but don't worry about this. We'll come back a little bit later. For now, we need to activate the green switch. So just go back to the center, and the light blue switch should have opened this door right here. And for some reason, the green switch is already there, so you don't need to beat up the monsters. I think that's probably just a little bug. But anyway, so you just activate the green switch and you go back to the top left. And now we're almost able to get into this room. We just need to deactivate the darker blue. So the darker blue switch is in this room right here at the very top of the top left circle. So you just deactivate this one. Make sure you don't forget any chests. So as you can see in this one, I just got a pineapple juice recipe. So a lot of the chests will give you recipes in this dungeon. So yeah, make sure you double check all of the rooms for that. And in this room, you're gonna have the purple switch. So you just need to activate the purple switch. And as you can see right now, we could go right away to the third floor. However, there are still a few chests we need to get. And for that, we're gonna go back to the top right to this purple door, which is the very first door that we saw we couldn't get into. So we're gonna clear this room, and then there should be a chest with some greenifier plus. And while we're here in the top right corner, we're gonna need to deactivate the yellow switch. But you might remember that the yellow switch is in this room right here behind the pink door. So we'll deactivate the pink switch. Then go back into that room and deactivate the yellow switch as well. And once that's done, don't forget to reactivate the pink switch because we need the pink switch to be activated in order to get to the third floor. So right now there's just one part of the floor we haven't been to yet, and that's the bottom left. So that's where we are right now. So just beat all of the monsters that are in the circle. And as you can see right here, there was a yellow door, so that's why we deactivated the yellow switch. If the yellow switch was activated, we wouldn't be able to go through here. And in this room, you're gonna get a recipe, the grilled glitter snapper recipe. And that's pretty much it, guys. Once you're done with that room, if you followed all of the steps, you should be able to go through this dungeon very easily. You can now go to the third floor, and as I said earlier, the third floor is gonna be pretty straightforward, so I don't have to go through it in this video. I really hope this video was helpful. I know the Seed Floating Fortress can be confusing, especially as it's pretty much the only dungeon in this game that has some kind of like puzzle elements to it. I'm gonna put a summary on the screen right now so you can pause and you can refer to it if you're still a bit lost. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you'd like to see more Rune Factory 5 content like this, and I'm gonna see you all in the next video.